Stakeholders at Caymanas Park, specifically trainers and jockeys, are in agreement with the move by the Jamaica Racing Commission to amend the whipping rule. They have wanted it revised, holding the view that the whip is being used excessively by too many jockeys with no proper guidelines. Denise Walters has part 2 of this TVJ Sports follow-up.
Set to take effect in the first quarter of the new year, the new rule will limit the jockey to no more than 6 overhand strikes in the last 2 furlongs. And if there is a clear leader, the whip shouldn't be employed. The current rule doesn't specify the number of times the whip can be applied. 3-time champion trainer Anthony Baba Nunez and Hall of Fame trainer Richard Azan say it's overdue.
And I'll give you an example. I'm not going to call any names. We ran a baby the other day, a 2-year-old. The rider hit him 11 times down the lane. He wasn't going forward at that stage of the game. I didn't think that did him any good. Fast forward to this morning, Julian Leperoux rode a 2-year-old first-time filly for me. She ran 4th. She was on the lead. She dropped back to 4th in last furlong. He hit her twice the full length of the stretch. She'd run exactly where she was always going to run, was 4th, so hitting her another 7 or 8 times certainly wouldn't have helped.
Let me tell you something. Horses that are getting really tired, they don't need whipping, they need handling. So I think that this is being implemented worldwide, and I think they have done a lot of research to justify what they are proposing. So I see nothing wrong with that.
Alan Bongo John Mirage and Robert Hardball Hallideen share their views at the recently held seminar for jockeys to sensitize them about the new rule.
Well, you will learn in everything. Once you're a rider, sooner or later, you will learn to do what the rule requires.
Mr. Griffith says 6 hits. I think we could double that for the 2 furlong. I think 12 it is fair.
Jamaican international jockey Rajiv Mirage and French-born American-based jockey Julian Leperoux also weighed in.
Well, it sounds amongst the lines of international standards. I mean, every jurisdiction have different rules. I think that it is good to hear that Jamaica is trying to establish different kind of rules to better their horse racing.
You know, it's a tough subject, and everywhere in the world right now. In America, we have 6 for the whole race. You know, it gets time to adjust.
And while animal rights activists would like to do away with the whip altogether, there are those who say it's needed.
The only thing I want to make sure that people know that we do need the whip. It's something that we need as a help to guide the horses, to be able to get them to focus. You know, if we don't have it, you will see a lot of horses pull up and don't want to run.
And we have to recognize that whipping is also an important activity for a jockey if they need to control that horse better. We're not encouraging whipping aimlessly, but we're encouraging tapping. I don't even like to use the word whipping. We're encouraging tapping with the crop to just remind the horse, you know, stay straight, stay out of danger.
The whipping rule in the United States vary by states and the tracks, while internationally most countries have a rule for 5 or 6 strikes, with Ireland having a rule of 12 or more, with 5 in the last 50 yards. Denise Walters for TVJ Sports.